Ah, yes, the good old fear of public speaking. So, when I was in seventh grade, in Olympia, Washington, there were a group of boys who decided that bullying me would be a great idea. I don't remember why they felt the need to bully me. I do remember at one point getting fed up and pouring yogurt in one of the boys' hair. Was a deeply satisfying moment, though it certainly didn't make things better for me. I was in a teacher's class. Mrs. Leeper was her name. I don't usually use people's names, but for this particular situation, I'm going to. Um, yeah, so in our school at the time, Washington Middle School, the classes had these folding partitions in between, and we had to write bills for the legislature because it's Olympia, it's capital city, and so we needed to practice, right? Because middle schoolers should be writing bills. Anyways, so my bill was about the deer population. I love deer, and so like I didn't want people having to like kill all of them. It was like 12 at the time, I think, that this happened. And I was just like obviously painfully shy, as we said in the last video. And so I wrote my bill like this little girl. And I was terrified to present it because our we had three different classes that were supposed to be presenting, having a person come up from each of the classes and present to everybody, right? Like it's like almost 100 kids and teachers and the principals there, like whatever. It was a lot of people. And keep in mind, these boys had been bullying me. And I was like, please, Mrs. Leeper, like, do not, please don't make me go up there. Um, and she did anyways, which was awful. And so I get up there, terrified, sweating profusely, bright red, shaking, can barely speak at all, like literally stuttering. And these boys that are like sitting in, I think it was like the third row from the front, maybe, start barking at me, barking like dogs for a while. And none of the teachers stopped them, which is pretty fucked up. I'm just gonna say it. And I eventually ran away crying in front of everybody and hid in the girls' bathroom. And then to just be the icing on the cake, our principal uh did a like call out to the whole school. Miss Busse, Miss Busse, it's not how you say my last name, it's Bus. And so that was fun, just icing on the cake of the whole situation. And so that's when my deep, deep fear of public speaking came up. And from that moment, I mean, I was like shy before, but I didn't feel like I had necessarily had like this awful traumatic experience, fear of public speaking. And so for that period forward, I really struggled with public speaking. And it was awful anytime I had to do presentations in high school or in college. And like, mind you, I went to college for 10 years for education. Like teaching kids, no problem. I'm great at teaching kids. Getting up in front of grown-ups, like peers, the potential of like looking stupid, failing, awful, awful experience. So we'll just like fast forward as part of this story, just for funsies. So when I was getting my bachelor's degree in education, with a minor in special education, I decided that I was going to finally get a handle on this public speaking situation. So I decided that I would start to go karaoke singing. I have a decent voice. It's not like the best, but it's like okay, they're not going to kick me off stage. And so I decided that I was going to go sing karaoke sober at a dive bar. And that was amazing. It actually worked. It's the one time I'm really grateful for a guy being an asshole to me. So I got up on stage. I was going to sing Black Velvet by Alana Miles. And this guy, this drunken asshole in the back, I'm up there on stage. I'm like, uh, and then this guy in the back is like, sing, bitch. And it did. And probably just kicked me right out of it. And I started to sing. So I'm very grateful for that guy because like helped me with so many things. I'm not advocating for guys to be assholes and holler at women and such things. I'm just saying that in this particular instance, That was actually helpful to me. I was down at Hula Hula on First Ave in Seattle, where I got to make friends with lots of really wonderful people who I actually really miss going down there and laughing with them and getting to sing and drink and just like be generally ridiculous and dance. And yeah, they were good people. But yeah, and so that actually like genuinely helped me to do a better job with my public speaking with my peers. And what started with me just going and being super brave and being on stage like one time singing. On some slow nights, I'd get up with there like three or four songs sober. All my friends were drunk, but I was sober. And most like 90% of the time, every once in a while, I'd have a good time. Yeah. And there's that. More stories on that later. But I did get to overcome my fear of public speaking and didn't get bullied again, which is great because bullying can be really awful. Most of the time, it's awful. That's why it's called bullying. Yeah. Whole nother story there. But yeah, teachers should listen to the students. I've always done my best to do so. Until tomorrow.